pray to Lord Vishnu. It's a famous verse, Gajendra Moksha, Gajendra Stuti. Very famous. You know, people say when people are in distress, they should chant Gajendra Stuti for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, like that, according to tradition. One will be relieved of the trouble. And God was so gracious because he was really very good, great devotee, but because of this small defect, he had to suffer this elephant body. So immediately Lord Vishnu came there. And that was the time, and that was the last birth for the crocodile also. Just as this elephant was a cursed one, because of curse only he got this elephant body, same way this crocodile also was cursed one. He was a Gandharva previously. He did some kind of thing, and because he got into this. So Lord Vishnu came and saved both these souls. And he released this discus, Sudarshan Chakra. But it released him, the elephant's leg, from the crocodile's mouth. And crocodile was released from his crocodile body. And he immediately got the body of the Gandharva. And he prayed to Lord Vishnu. And so also Gajendra. How the Ahankara was finally crushed. That's very important. Finally it was crushed. Same thing you find in another episode that also comes in Bhagavad. That's also very famous. Ambarish, Durvas. Ambarish is also very great devotee of Lord Vishnu. And he was very particular about following Ekadashi Vrat. Ekadashi, every fortnight he would fast, Nirjala Upavas. He would not take even water. On Ekadashi day, he would not take even a drop of water. Full fast. Next day, morning, there is a Dvadashi Tithi. When Dvadashi Tithi is there, at that point of time, he should take the prasadam, the Charanamrita. Then he can break the fast. That is the rule. He was following it for a long time. So once Durvas Maharishi came there. So, Durvas Muni, a great Rishi, no doubt. Highly short-tempered, not simple. If you do even the slightest mistake, you are gone. So it's not that much easy. And he came and saw Ambarish, and he said, I want to. And Ambarish received him very cordially. Very great king he was. Hospitality, showed all hospitality, and invited him for food. And said, he'll be coming with his shishyas. He had many shishyas for them. He would take bath and come. That was the tradition. They would take bath in the river, and they would come, and he should feed them. And so he went to Rosmas, he went to the riverside to take bath. And after bath, everything, he'll be coming back shortly. And the point is, Ekadashi Vrat, the rules are very strict. At a particular point of Muhurta, he must take Charanamrita. So, before the Maharshis were treated with food, etc., he has to take. So he took the Charanamrita. Didn't take anything else, but he took Charanamrita. That was enough. That was biryani. What? How could you take before feeding us? Before doing seva, Atithi seva? How is it you have taken earlier than us? Then he was so furious. It's all God's Leela, it's a game actually. In a way, these things happen to show the glory of the devotee. That's also reason. And he created a Shakti Devata to kill this king. And that was a time when Lord Vishnu had to intervene. How the divine power intervenes, God only knows. Because the crisis goes to such an extent, about to break, at that time God intervenes. You don't know when God will intervene. Just like Sri Ramakrishna, he could not tolerate, while days are going on, I am doing meditation, still I could not realize God. Terrible crisis. After hearing story, we simply talk about, but from his standpoint, from his life, very intense. He could not tolerate anymore. So, still the mother didn't intervene. Testing to the maximum, I'm telling you, beyond maximum. He began to take, the sword was there, as the mother said, even now you can see, actually to correct him, there is always sword. He took the sword of the mother. Mother, I don't care to live anymore. Without realizing, what's the use of this life? I don't want this life. Let me offer this whole life to you. You do whatever you want. Even then, mother didn't intervene. Till he lifted the soul and began to about to strike, then the mother intervened. So you can imagine, it's not so. They all say spiritual realization is so, God realization, God vision, very easy. I can do Japan and get. No. It be thoroughly tested. Fire of test you have to pass through. Of course, there's joy. There's joy in passing through the test also. You must know that. But it proves to what extent the devotee is mature in the devotion. Maturity. And then Lord Vishnu again sent his Sudarshan Chakra, go and take care of Ambrish. He came and chased this Shakti Devata. And Shakti Devata, once it is charged with, it has to attack. But now Sudarshan Chakra is chasing, and Shakti Devata is chasing back the Durvasmani. And Durvasmani is running now to save his life. He is running everywhere. And all the, even Shiva, Brahma, they all advised him, no, nobody can save you. You have to go to him only, Vishnu only, from whom this discourse has come. Go and surrender to him. That's the only way. Then Durvas went to Vishnu. Oh Lord, save me from this trouble. What? You created the trouble. So, why did you insult that poor fellow? He was himself following that Ekadashi Brother. Why did you go and disturb him? I can't save you. Even I don't have any power to save you. If at all you want to save yourself, go and surrender to Ambrish. That is the final end. Durvasmani's ego was crushed. He had to go, he had to submit himself to Ambrish. And Ambrish was very humble. And, oh Maharshi, why should you have to apologize? No. But anyway, because of Ambrish's kindness, he had that power to make Sudarshan Chakra to go back to Vishnu Lok. So like that, so what is most important is ahankar. It should be taken out. There are so many types of ahankaras out there. Sattvika ahankar, rajasika ahankar, tamasika ahankar. Tamasika ahankar is most dangerous. Rajasika ahankar leads to tamasika ahankar. But then the only way to get out is first you from tamasic you have to rise to rajasic, from rajasic you have to rise to sattvic. Sattvic ahankar. Then you have to get rid of that also in the final stage. Even Ravan was so full of ahankar. And he abducted Sita in the absence of Sri Ramchandra, and he made a trick. You study the Ramayana, you know that. And how he took away Sita and put her in the grove, Ashoka grove. And Vibhishana tried to advise him. Vibhishana was the younger brother, Ravan was the eldest one. My dear brother, why do you kidnap that chaste woman? She is a human. You are Rakshasa. You have got so many wives in your palace. And Lord Mandodari is equally beautiful. Actually, he was looking like Sita. So much so alike. Why do you abduct her? But even now, it is not late. Please return. Go to Rama. Surrender to him. Give Sita back to him. He will forgive you. He will not punish. He became so angry because she was full of ego. He thought he has defeated Devatas and is above all gods and goddesses. Who is an ordinary human being? Why should I be afraid of that human being when I have even conquered the Devatas? And he became so angry with Vibhishan. Get away from here. If you were not my brother, I would have killed you right now. Like that he says. You read the passage, it's very powerful in Ramayana. Vibhishana was highly humiliated. That was the point, turning point. Vibhishana, the Ravana's destruction started from that point. Because Vibhishana had gone to Rama's side. So all the secrets of Rakshasas were revealed time to time. So that Rama could take proper actions at the proper time. And so, the whole war could have been averted. Even Vibhishana says, see, for the sake of you, one man, the whole Lanka would be destroyed. All the innocent Rakshasas will be killed. Why do you allow all such massacre? Save them all. Return Sita. He would not agree. Finally, Vibhishana had to go back. Because he could not get rid of his ego, he became victim of his ego. Finally, Ravan was killed by Sri Ramchandra. There was no way. So, Ahankar should be got rid of. Sri Ramchandra gives nice solution. You see, it's not easy to get rid of ego as we talk about. Still the ego persists. As Ashwatha Vriksha, he gives the example of Ashwatha Vriksha. You cut down next day, somewhere against sprouts. Like that ego comes somewhere, it comes up. So Sri Ramchandra gives a nice solution. And that is, well, if at all ego remains, let it remain. Like that rascal ego, he calls it. He calls even that ego as rascal. Let it remain as child ego. I am the child of God. I am the servant of God. Have that attitude. In that attitude, ego will not be destructive. On the other hand, it helps you. So that's the way Sri Ramchandra gives a solution. Don't get disheartened because of the ego, but turn the ego in a proper way. Turning is important. Same way, mind is not to be blamed, but turn the mind properly. Turn the mind towards God. That's what all Mahatmas say. Why do you turn the mind towards the world and suffer? Repeatedly we tell you, repeatedly you ignore our warning. Repeatedly. And afterwards you say, why God created trouble. You created your own problem. Who asked you to enter into samsara? Why do you talk nonsense afterwards? Enjoy the samsara.
Why was samsara created for it?
So, you take the credit when it's all good, but you distance yourself when everything goes against you. No. You have to have the roof. When you take the food, you have to have what was the effect of the food, good or bad. So, but even in samsara life, Sri Ramchandra tells you can live in a